Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be me kind of reevaluating my skincare inventory. So in the beginning of the year, I kind of gave you a glimpse into my spreadsheet that I do maintain. In terms of, it's actually useful for a lot of things, and if you are someone who has more than 10 to 15 skincare slash body care products, I would highly recommend you also create something like this for yourself, because I truly think it would be very helpful in terms of knowing what you really have in your collection. Because a lot of times when like sales come around and stuff, it can tend to influence us into buying things that we might not necessarily need, especially if we have similar products already in our collection. So basically what my spreadsheet comprises of is, I have a column where I have the categories mentioned, then I have the name of the product, I have the expiry date, which is very important, because we need to make sure that whatever we own in our collection, we have to use it up before it expires. And then I also have a column for the quantity. So basically, if I have certain products which are favorites, which I have multiples of, then I want to make sure the quantity is mentioned over there. And then of course I have like a table on the side where I have totals for each, so that way I really get a good idea as to how many products I have in my collection, and what I need to be buying, what I need to kind of go on a no buy for, just looking at the numbers basically. So yes, that's what this video is going to be about, because I did my intro in the beginning of the year. I told you what I want my 6-month goal to be, and let me just give you a spoiler, I am nowhere close to hitting my goal. Also, I feel like last time when I had done this video, my total number of products was a little bit lower as compared to what it is now. So even though I feel like I've not been buying a ton of stuff, but apparently I have been, because I've been buying a lot of things and I've not been going through my current products. Like, I feel like I have gone through a decent amount of products also, but for some reason, like, the numbers are just not showing it. So of course I'll tell you what products I have currently and what things are looking like, etc. But now let's jump right into the video. Now the categories, I'm going to kind of go like chronological order wise, because I feel like that will make sense. So starting with, first we have AHA serums. Now I have two AHA serums, one that I have been using pretty regularly, the other one I haven't been using as regularly, and in total I have three. So I have two of one, which is the Earth Rhythm Resurface Concentrate. Now the one which is open basically is the one that is expired, so I'm using it for like my body acne, which I don't have a lot of, so obviously I'm not going to be using it if I'm just not breaking out. I don't want to just use it for the sake of using it. But the fresh one that I have, I do need to use. And then the Formula RX lactic acid serum is the one that I'm using, but again, I don't use it every day, so that's why I'm not going through this super quickly. But I still feel like having 2 to 3 AHA serums is not bad at all. So yeah, this category we're doing pretty well. I wouldn't say the same for AHA toners, but as of now we're doing pretty well. Then for BHA products, I have two. I have the Dermaco Salicylic Acid Spot Treatment, which I actually need to focus on, because that is going to get expired in the next 6 months or so. It's going to expire in September, so I have to make sure that by June at least it's done. If not, then maybe July, August, but I don't want to push it too close to the expiration date. And then I have one more BHA product, which is the Dot & Key Salicylic Acid Serum. So again, not doing bad in the BHA serum category at all, but I do want to keep it at like 1 or 2. I don't want to go too overboard at all. Then next, body lotions is pretty crazy. I have a lot of body lotions. Let me tell you exactly how many I have. Yeah, I have exactly 16 body lotions. Now this number sounds very intense and very crazy, but when I actually look at the specifics that I have 3 body yogurts from Plum, which I will be flying through. I'm almost done with one, and then I have 2 more. Then I have some Chemist at Play body lotions. Actually wait, I think my number should be higher. Just making some corrections as we go. So it's 18 instead of 16 actually, which, yeah, that's not looking too great. Then I also have a lot of Saint Ives body lotions. I have some from Dermaco. I have 2 from Wishcare. Some from Dr. Sheth's. So definitely we have a lot of body lotions, and I feel like I have different types and different textures. So this is the category where I feel like for the next 3 months at least I should put myself on a complete no buy. So yeah, body lotion no buy, check. No buying body lotions till the number comes down significantly. Yeah, that's the next category I'm putting myself on a no buy for. Then I have one chemical peel, which is the plum green tea one. Now when I say chemical peel, I basically mean like those intense exfoliants that you could use only once in a week, like once or twice a week essentially, but we would just stick to once a week. And again, this is a product that I should be using up because this will be expiring in the month of August this year. Then as face gel, I have a category because I didn't know where to put the Earth Rhythm Phyto Gel. This is another product that will be expiring in September this year, so I kind of need to go through it. But if I'm going to be completely honest, I am actually considering decluttering this product. Should I declutter it? Should I declutter it? I think I should. Realistically, because there are just 6 months left in the shelf life, I actually do feel like I should declutter the specific product and also just remove the product category in general, because I'm someone who doesn't buy these kind of products anymore. So I mean, why do I even have it in the first place? I could not tell you. I have absolutely no idea. But yeah, this is something that I have now decluttered. Moving on next to face moisturizers. This is another intense category, but I do want to give you one update. I have divided my face moisturizers into 2 categories. I have face moisturizer and then I have night cream. Now I'll tell you what the difference is. It's very simple. Face moisturizers are the moisturizers I would use either in the daytime, or I would use them both day and night. Night creams are only and only for the night time. So yeah, I have 2 categories now. In my face moisturizer category, I'll tell you exactly how many I have. 15, which, to think of it, is not that crazy, specifically considering last time the number was much higher. I know it was about 20. Now it's 15, which is pretty great. And out of these 15 also, there are a couple, 2 to be specific, which I will be using up pretty damn quickly. I'm almost done with them, so in my mind my number should be more closer to like 13, which is pretty damn good considering I was like about 20 not that long ago. So yeah, this is a category I've been doing very good with in terms of not buying additional ones and just going through my existing stash. So fingers crossed we just continue doing that. Then next, for face toners, I have 4, out of which 3 are AHA toners and then 1 is like a hydrating toner from Chemist at Place. So yes, coming to think of that, my AHA number should be a little bit higher. What I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to label all my AHA face toners just as AHAs. I think that will give me a more realistic idea at what my collection actually is in terms of AHA products, and that will in turn prevent me from buying any newer ones in this category for the possible future. And when I say possible future, I mean 2023 for sure, like the entire year, maybe even 2024. I don't know how long my existing stash is actually gonna last me, but yes, let's move on next to face washes. Now in this category, unfortunately, I haven't made much progress. My number is at 7, so yeah, it's not that great, but I also feel like a lot of my face washes I'm like close to being done with, so I'm just hoping that I'm going to be done with them soon, and then this number would look a little bit better. probably close to like 5, but then again, I want my face wash collection to be like just 1 or 2, not more than that. So we have a long way to go, and I feel like another category I should put myself on the no buy for is face washes. I just feel like that, so I guess that's what I'm gonna do. So as a conclusion of this video, the categories we're gonna be on a no buy for is body lotion, obviously face moisturizers as well, and then face washes. So yeah, these are the 3 categories we're going out of this video deciding we're not going to buy any newer products. Moving on, next, makeup remover. Now I have 8 in this category, and the reason I have 8 is because I just ended up buying tons and tons and tons of backups of my Deconstruct Soothing Cleansing Balm. I bought like 6 or 7, I believe, and then because I bought it during the Deconstruct skincare sale, I got 1 for free as well. Like, you could pick basically 2 free products, and I picked 1 for this, and then I picked 1 face wash also from Deconstruct, so the hydrating one, basically that's my favorite. So yeah, that's why my makeup remover number is so high, but I don't really mind the number being this high because I just know those are backups, and I also know that because the size of the cleansing balm is not too big, it's something that I just, if I have just 1 or 2, probably having 2 would not be as bad, but if I have just 1, it'll give me a little bit of anxiety, being like, agar ye khatam ho gaya to main kya karungi, kind of. So I don't mind the number being high for this specific product. But yes, let's move on next to niacinamide serums, and I am so happy and proud to let you guys know that I have just 3 niacinamide serums, and out of that also the plum one I'm going to be done with very soon, so my number is actually more close to 2 than 3, and I feel like my active ingredient serum numbers have never been this low. So I feel like this is one place where I'm doing really well, is that keeping that number low, and I just want to continue to do that, just have 1 or 2 active ingredient based serums, and then depending on as and when I use them up, I will of course be buying and adding more. But yeah, that's that. Then night creams is our moisturizer part 2 basically, and for this we have 6, which is a little bit, it might seem a lot. It was more actually close to 3, but recently I bought 3 backups of my Chemist Play night creams, which is why the number is 6 instead of 3, which I don't really mind, to be honest, because again, the Chemist Play night creams are also one of those products that I go through every 2 to 3 weeks. So you know, if we're taking the average into consideration, I know that by the time I have my 6-month update here, I'm gonna go through most of my night cream stash that I have right now, which is completely fine. So yeah, this is again not too concerning at all. The retinol category is one where the number is definitely high. It's because I ended up buying a lot of backups of my 2 favorite retinols, the Earth Rhythm one and the Thrive one as well, and I bought 4 of each. Yeah, this is one that I don't regret per se, but of course my number is going to increase because of that. So having 8 retinols has definitely skyrocketed my skincare inventory total numbers. But again, considering that you cannot always get these at good deals and discounts and prices, and when you do, you're supposed to be snagging them up if you want to save money in the long run. So I'm not guilty. I'm just like, it has influenced my numbers very significantly. Then moving on next for sunscreen. This is another category where I just have a couple, but because I bought like 8 backups of one sunscreen, that has caused this number to look more intense than it actually is. So basically I just have 5 different kinds of sunscreens, and all these 5 sunscreens are my favorite. Deconstruct Skincare, 2 of Fix Derma, Dermaco and Dr. Sheth's. Those are the only sunscreens that I have, but I have 3 of the Deconstruct because 1 I'm almost going to be done with, and then I bought 2 backups. And then I have the Dermaco. I have like 7 of those because I used up 1, so instead of 8 it's now 7. And then I have one Dr. Shades, one Fix Derma SPF 30, and one Fix Derma SPF 50. Again, with sunscreens I don't really mind because I know that this number is high because of the backups that I bought, which again I know I'm going to go through those backups, so it's not super concerning to me. But of course the number just looks really really big as compared to what it feels like, because again I don't have a lot of options. I have just culled down my collection to having my favorites, and I want to go through all of these before I start buying more for purposes of testing and trying out and reviewing and all of that stuff. As much as I want to do that, I want to also hold my horses and use all of these up that I have as well. And then the last product is an underarm roll-on deodorant. Now even though I do have more underarm stick products, which I feel like I should be adding that number in here as well, because that gives me a good idea that I don't need to end up buying more. But as of now, in terms of roll-ons, the only one that I have is the Chemist Play one in the aqua version, because I did end up using my peach one already, so I have one. But having one kind of gives me the illusion that I need to buy more, which I don't need to, because I do have a couple of stick roll-ons as well, which I want to go through that collection of mine, or I would just end up decluttering them if I don't want to use them for myself. But having them also and then thinking like I don't have enough and feeling the need to buy more is not what we want to be doing. So yes, that's that. My total number is not that great. It doesn't look that great. 89. We're like one away from 90, and that is a pretty high number, considering that I wanted my total at the end of 6 months. Basically my mid-year update, I wanted my number to be somewhere close to 50. So we are almost double, like very close to having double than I want. So we're gonna work very hard on categories like body lotion, sunscreen and face moisturizers is something that I use every day. So obviously you know, that is something where I'm just going to make progress as I go. Of course I'm not going to use double the amount of moisturizer just because I want to use up my current stash. You know, that would just be so wasteful and a waste of money, a waste of resources. I would not be doing that. But just staying away from buying more and at the same time using my current stash, I feel like is going to be the best way to go. I feel like I should reevaluate my number a little bit, but then I also feel like I'll be cheating, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, just trying to see as we go. Like, this update, especially when I see the total number, is so disheartening and disappointing. But at the same time, I know that I'm doing very good with, I mean, I want to say half the categories at least, if not all. And then there are some categories where we really need to work on, and then other categories where I just feel like not buying more would be helpful enough, like moisturizer, like sunscreen. So I guess that's where we're at. Let's see. I am very nervous for the 6-month update, but I'm also excited. And yeah, let's see. I guess that's gonna be it for this video. I just have some weird feelings about this number, but yeah, let me know where you are at in terms of your skincare inventory. How many products do you own right now? Are you someone who has a big collection, or are you someone who just has like a small tray of products that you use you know, on a day-to-day basis, and you just buy more when you need to, like when you're running out of something? If you're super disciplined and dedicated with that, then do let me know. But that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time, bye bye.